And welcome back to an episode of Miniature Truth. I am your only host on the show. It is a Friday morning. And you know what I like to do on Fridays? It's pretty much street interviews because I like to see the dumbness of people. But I also got a few things that may or may not have happened, including why is Israel being ordered to evacuate all Americans? And why is China telling all their people to evacuate Iran? That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. We'll get into that. Not really too much because, like I said, it is Friday. And you know how big news tends to happen on Friday, which both Bill Clinton's testifying today, and then this, World War III. And there's a bunch of fuelers just fueling up over in the Middle East, like the big fuel planes, refuelers, and there's a bunch of B-2s just waiting. Just waiting. Oh, yeah. This should be fun. But before we get into that, obviously, I like to start off with the music. I haven't seen this band since I saw them in 2010. San Antonio, the Oyster Bake, Clam Bake. I think that's what it was. Either way, it was raining. There was mud everywhere. And well, when you have mud at a music festival, it turns into a slip and slide. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But, like I said, I haven't seen this band since 2010. And I didn't know who they were, and they were opening for Saliva. And yeah, I was hooked. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages that are 18 and above, because this channel is strictly for 18 and above, and that's why you can't see it a lot on regular YouTube, because, well, they don't like that. Let's go. Oh, shit. Go get your coffee. Get your energy drink, get you some water, apple juice, whatever it is the fuck y'all drink early this morning. It's Friday, so you can technically start drinking bourbon, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. If not, just make it up in your mind. Anyway, back to the video. I'm in love with a dirty little girl. But that didn't sound right. You guys know it. Sorry! Listen, retard. If you would show up on time, you motherfucker, you would have heard me say that. But it's okay. I remember you're retarded. You're retarded. That'll be alright. It'll be alright. Alright. Little flashback to 2010, didn't it, right, George?
You know,
we have a Democrat from the state of California who has aspirations to be the president of the United States of America, North America. And this wasn't exactly him talking, but I imagine this would actually be him talking. So let's get into that one. Humor,
I'm not trying
remember?
to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. And that's why I titled my book, I'm Like You, because I'm like you. I didn't write it because I don't know how to read or write because I'm dumb as shit, just like you.
Like
No, I
you.
can read. Yeah.
Atlanta, I got a 40 on my SATs. I probably just spelled my name right because I'm just like you.
You.
I actually got a 1270 on my SAT.
I'm like you. I FaceTime in places I shouldn't. Like the grocery store
Oh.
or funerals
Oh.
or the movie theater.
What's he calling
Okay,
that?
and I love fried chicken. All right,
Oh,
I'm
me
just
too.
like you. If I see a watermelon open, I'm diving in
I
that
hate
bitch like I'm on the Olympic dive team. Okay, I'm just like you. And if I eat out, if I'm gonna eat some of that fried chicken out, I'm not tipping. Okay, never. I'm just like you.
I heard black
Actually
people
tip
tip the
20%.
best.
Republicans want us to show our birth certificates to vote. I don't know where the hell my birth certificate is, huh? Just like I don't know what my father is.
My birth certificate's in my closet. That paper is 44 years old.
Just like you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I actually know where my father is. He's sitting right there.
Oh, okay. I love Black and Miles. I'm like you, just outside smoking, getting that fix from that nicotine.
Yo, who used to soak their Black and Milds in fucking whiskey? Back in the day. I'm old enough to remember doing that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, oh, and when I have sex with them white girls, Atlanta, y'all gonna feel me on this. White tube socks all the way up to here for no reason with a watch, because y'all know what time is it, you know what I'm saying?
I actually do that. I ain't gonna front on you. Know,
My
that's-
brother,
yeah.
no, that's what I'm talking about. Shared experience, same culture, same everything, you know what I'm saying? Can I get a hey, man?
You love
No.
me. That's
Okay.
cute. Somebody's little butt hurt. Wait, you're the one crying. Remember? Anyway. Now let's go to Fort Campbell, 101st. I know exactly where this is at. It's right across from the Shopette on the main road for 3rd Brigade. I know where this Tory's at, and it fell down on a storm. Shit. I don't care. I don't care. Leave. Anyway, this is Pete. Speaking to 3rd Brigade, I'm pretty sure there was more than just 3rd Brigade there, but that's the one you see in the background.
I love you. Well, I love you especially because you are Rakasans.
You're right, Mark.
What a pleasure. No better place.
Yep.
I said,
It's
when
coming.
we come back to Campbell,
Like I said
to
earlier, we're going to get into that. Benny Johnson talking about Americans been telling Israeli non-essential personnel, the Americans in Israel, the non-essential ones, should leave right now. And then when you want to flip it around, China's telling their people to leave Iran right now. That's a little weird, isn't it?
be standing
What's up, Yeti?
in front of a podium with a Rakasan, with a Tory behind me. And here
I
we
fucking
are.
hate the Rakastan.
God bless you all. What a beautiful day to be with this incredible, historic unit. Listen, I've stood in formation just like you for far too long, so I'm not going to belabor this. Normally, when I talk about the basics, and I'm explaining to the American people or across our force what we're all about. Because for too long, under previous administrations, there were distractions that moved into our formations and across our military that we have to reestablish to get back to basics. Accountability, lethality, warfighting, readiness, training, discipline, all the things that you hear in your ears every single day, you understand as Rakkasans. We're having to reestablish.
I've been here long enough for people to know
so
that.
From President Trump's perspective, it's a lot of common sense. It's things like, how about we put America and Americans first, which is what he's done from day one. Or how about in the realm of foreign policy and national security, we want peace, but you achieve peace through strength. Basics that make sense to you, they make sense to me, but were abandoned for far too long. Or inside our department, we've had three very simple principles. Restore the warrior ethos, rebuild the military, reestablish deterrence. This unit...
I'll always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never leave a fallen comrade. Sounds like a pretty good ethos.
The Rakkasans understand what it means, what the warrior ethos means. You live in every...
Remember, Rakkasans were the one that Iraq that raped that little girl and burned her entire family. That was the Rakkasans. I remember that.
Single day. I got to see it this morning doing PT. Barely hung with my folks in chopping. Where's my chopping?
Yo, this dude bench pressed 315.
Barely hung with him this morning. You'd all be proud of him. But ultimately, I'll never forget when I arrived.
Dude, the commo guy needs to be fucked for this.
Weapons squad that took me out to smoke the new lieutenant and make sure he understood that around here we mean business. We train hard every single day. The warrior ethos is alive and well right here in this division, in this brigade, and in all of your battalions and companies. I know it. I've seen it. I look at it. I'm looking you in the eye right now. But for far too long, we were distracted by other things in other places and other services. Whether we were dividing ourselves by race or gender, things like diversity, equity, and inclusion, or focused on social justice.
Focus on our mission.
The types of things that maybe work on a college campus or in a faculty lounge, but they don't work in a foxhole. They don't work when you have a shared mission.
Oh, he most definitely did.
They don't work when the bullets are flying. When you need the distractions and the debris. I was talking to lieutenants today. They said the less distractions, the better. From a rifle to how you move as a squad and a platoon. It's common sense. Everybody knows that.
This was last Friday, I believe. I know exactly where this gym's at. I used to play basketball in this floor right here. Look, no spot. This is the kind of shit we do on Fridays. And it just happened it's better that Pete was here. No, those plates are definitely real. I was part of the integration with those. Bro, look. Even AI said it's real. Get out of here. I know where that gym, and I know. Trust me. Trust me. There's no fake weights in that gym. But I will tell you, that gym, there's no AC. It's hot as fuck in there. Oh shit, why am I still on this?
Which is why the dumbest phrase in military history is our diversity is our strength.
You don't have to. Look at a lot of the guys in the military. They're built like him. Except for, I believe he's taller than me.
You see, because I look out at this group and I see a lot of diverse faces, and that's a beautiful and wonderful thing from different backgrounds. But that's not what makes you strong. What makes you strong is your unity of purpose, your cohesion as a unit. You train together, you sweat together, you're willing to bleed together, and you're willing to die for each other. That unity, that red, white, and blue, that beret, that Tory, that's what unites you. It'll unite you forever. It's what brought me back here 20 years after I wore that uniform and I wore that patch.
Air assault.
That ethos is what makes the American warrior different. It's what the American people expect.
See, me and Pete
It's
were
what
in
I expect.
when they weren't just promoting.
It's what our
everybody.
commander-in-chief expects. The warrior ethos was lost many other places, but it lives right here. And it's back across our formations and across our army. We're also rebuilding our military.
You'd be surprised.
You see the president
Eddie,
announced
when they can
$1.5 trillion for our defense spending in fiscal year 2027. That is a message to the rest of the world. Whether it's our submarines, whether it's space, whether it's fighters, or it is formations.
I hate when
we are
people
investing
like that.
in those who serve our country. And it's not just exquisite systems and new vehicles. It's quality of life, it's pay, it's barracks, it's chow halls, it's health care, it's the types of things that you expect and you deserve and your families deserve. We're investing in you. And the third thing is reestablish deterrence. Reestablish, I don't know all that much, I went to public school, but reestablish is an active verb, I think. It's something you have to do on a regular basis. It's an activity. If you lose it, it is lost. It's like a prize fighter who was once at the top of his game, had a bunch of KOs, TKOs, and then lost again, and then lost again, and people start to think, well, I could take him on, that's not difficult. That's in some ways under the previous administration what the world thought of America. Whether it's the disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan, whether it's Hamas's invasion of Israel, whether it's the war in Ukraine, which never would have started under President Trump, whether it was the invasion on our southern border, tens of millions of people, we have no idea who they are,
That
why they're
unit was
coming
on
here.
the
That's
southern
the
border for
definition
about a year.
of an
For that
invasion.
brigade.
We started to lose the idea of deterrence. And that's not a political statement, that's just a matter of fact. The world looked at us differently. So President Trump charged then the Department of Defense and now the Department of War to reestablish deterrence on behalf of the American people. It started at our southern border. I just had a chance to get a great briefing from your division commander on what your division is doing on the southern border for the American
time
people.
Trump does a truth. I'm like expecting to say, oh, we just bombed Iran. But you know what would be really cool? If they came across like, oh, we just bombed Israel.
To lock it down. 100% operational control of the border. That's our goal. That's what will happen. Border security is national security. Or take drug cartels who operated in our hemisphere with impunity for decades. Politicians said, we'll solve that problem. We'll deal with the drug crisis. And then we would catch and release, catch and release, catch and release. Not anymore. Now, if you're trafficking drugs and you're a designated terrorist organization, you are a target. You will be struck and you will be sunk. Not given another chance to bring drugs to our country. Haven't been sinking as many drug boats recently because there aren't as many out there, which is the whole point.
They get new boats.
We don't want drug boats, and when they move to land, we'll deal with it there,
Just
as
like
they are.
Cuba shot down one of our,
Deterrence. Same thing with the Houthis.
apparently attacked and killed 4 Americans on a speedboat in Cuban waters. But you know, I haven't really heard much since that. You probably haven't heard.
And Operation Rough Rider. Since Thomas Jefferson, we didn't allow our ships to be shot at. You shoot at an American ship, you pay the consequences.
Why is Israel still walking around?
For a couple of years in the previous administration, we allowed that to happen with almost no response. President Trump said we will reestablish our shipping lanes and freedom of navigation. We relentlessly bombed the Houthis until they cried uncle and said, okay, we're done shooting at your ships. That is active deterrence with a clear goal. We didn't need to remake Yemen or invade and nation build. We simply had to make it clear that those actions were unacceptable and our ships sail freely. Same thing with Operation Midnight Hammer, where 7 beautiful B-2s went 37 hours back downtown Tehran before they could even be seen, obliterating Iran's nuclear program, bringing the 12 to an end.
Oh, Jesus.
and giving Iran an opportunity to negotiate. I guess we'll find out soon whether they're willing to negotiate.
That's today.
If they understand President
Has it
Trump.
been 10 days? Because Trump did tell Israel, you've got 10 fucking days, or we'll see what's going to happen. Hopefully it's not like Barack Obama's red line, but I hope they make a deal at the same time. What if the deal's got to eliminate Israel?
Because the world has seen that when he speaks, he means business. The words he speaks are real. They're grounded in action, which the world again saw about 6 weeks ago in Caracas, Venezuela, when America's best went into the most fortified house, inside the most fortified compound, inside their most fortified fort. Think the Fort Campbell of Venezuela. Inside their capital city against so-called Russian and Chinese air defenses and radars, and grabbed their nominal president, indicted by the United States, in the middle of the night, out of his bed. And Caracas didn't know until 3 minutes before the helicopters landed, when 44 simultaneous missiles landed before those birds landed. Some of the heroes that are on that raid are with us right here on Fort Campbell. We're going to see them later on.
160th.
No other military in the world can do what the United States military can do when it is unleashed. That is reestablishing deterrence. And that's what I want to get to briefly, is the idea of unleashing, of untying the hands of our warfighters, of not fighting politically correct wars. You see, I used to say that I earned degrees from so-called fancy universities, many of which I've sent back, and many of which we don't allow to operate with the Department of War anymore for good cause.
Oh, the school.
We want them to look more like us, not us look more like them. But I used to say that the biggest degree I ever got was a degree from the University of Samarra, Iraq, where I deployed with the Rakkasans in 2005 to 2006. In fact, on Sunday, it'll be 20 years ago from when the Golden Mosque was bombed in Samarra, Iraq, which changed the trajectory of the Iraq War. And many of you won't remember that, those of us that were there.
Really, Pete?
Do. And I don't say I earned a degree from the University of Samarra anymore. I say I learned a degree from Rakkasan University.
Yay!
Because it was not the contours of the battlefield that left an enduring remark on me the most. It was what our soldiers were able to do when they were unleashed versus what happens to them when they are
held back.
What shall I say?
Handcuffed.
Constricted by confining rules of engagement.
Yep.
Or told by leadership what they can or cannot do. Or when lawyers are making decisions for commanders instead of commanders making the best decisions for their units. Ultimately, what the operators of that raid in Venezuela told me is they'd never been more prepared for a mission because they'd never been given the kind of authorities and clarity that before on that type of a mission. You see, I wasn't there telling them what they can and cannot do, or how they should operate their mission, or what type of weapon systems they should employ, or how violent they should be on the objective. They understood the mission. It was to secure and bring home 2 indicted individuals and give their lives in service of protecting those individuals. But everything in between was sheer violence of action, which I know this group understands. Our boys were coming home, and it didn't matter how many Cuban guards or Venezuelan guards had to die in the process in order to. That was clear to them.
Are you editing that out?
They weren't handcuffed. They weren't told what they could or could not do. Everybody understands the rules of engagement. Every other student's following the law. No one's talking about anything outside of that. We're talking about unleashing. Because too much of what I saw, and I'm here with Eric Garrissey, a name that should be well known inside this unit. Received a Silver Star for actions in 2008, was upgraded recently to the Distinguished Service Cross for actions in Baghdad in 2008.
Hey, we were
deployment
placed in 08.
after mine. He's now a senior advisor to me at the Pentagon. Every single day we talk about what the needs of the Army are across our entire force. He was also my first sergeant.
There it is.
When I was chopping 2-6, second platoon leader, chopping Charlie, 3187 of the Rakkasans during that deployment. He was my first sergeant.
Who was your PA?
You guys will appreciate this. I showed up 3 weeks before the deployment. It's a long story. I wrote about it in one of my books. 3 weeks before the deployment. I was a National Guard, non-Ranger qualified,
Boo!
non-air assault qualified,
Yay!
Wall Street, Ivy League guy. And Eric Garrity looked at me and said, "What the fuck did I just get?
Nailed it.
Who is this guy? Is this some John Kerry?" It's literally what he said.
Wow.
And he took it upon himself to ensure that if I was there for the right reasons. If I was there to prepare my men. If I was there to learn from my NCOs. Draw every piece of wisdom I could from them. Train my guys harder than any other squads, platoons, companies across the regiment.
Oh, right.
To ensure that we were prepared for combat. And we served under Colonel Michael Steele.
Yup.
Who was famed for the actions
Black Hawk
in
Down.
Mogadishu with the Army Rangers, had seen combat.
The company
we
commander.
had not, but understood that crucible. And then those split seconds you needed to be ready to act, to be precise, to move swiftly. Everybody feels it in your gut in that moment, but does your training take over and kick in?
To Camp Cropper, which was our detainee hospital, and pulled out a gun and wanted to kill a detainee. That, I don't blame him. We saw some crazy shit up there, and I don't blame him.
So you're willing to do what needs to be done on the objective and at that decisive moment. Eric Garrity looked at a new lieutenant and said, he needs to be ready. And I'm going to ensure he's empowered and his platoon is empowered so that very first night air assault mission in Baghdad that happened just before Christmas of 2005, that platoon is prepared on the objective for the mission they're undertaking. And Eric Garrity was right there with me on those birds, making sure that we were. His job was to have my back and empower us. And I felt that from the company commander to the first sergeant, but I didn't feel it in some other echelons.
Like what?
And that's where the problems came. When there were leaders who were more concerned about their own careers, or more concerned about risk mitigation, or more concerned about a perfectly briefed PowerPoint,
Yep.
or really restrictive rules of engagement, or all they did was listen to lawyers, or they were interested in humanitarian and nation building, as opposed to empowering warfighters. And when that happens, you have trigger pullers who are thinking more about what's behind them, meaning what consequences they may face from those they serve, than the enemy that they have to close with and destroy. And that's a mentality that we are hell-bent on changing. Ensuring that at every level, your leaders know that we have your back. We have trained you to do difficult things. I got to meet Cody today. Cody went to the Citadel. He's a lieutenant. He's my counterpart. He's chopping 2-6 right now. He holds the position that I had. We stood in his office. Where is he? I don't know Cody. I met him today. But I know him now. And he's an incredible American. The absolute best of America, just like all of you. Joined because he wanted to serve his country. Because he wanted to serve with the best.
They're not part of the GRF.
He wanted the toughest challenges every single day. And he was willing to do it on behalf of the American people in the prime of his life. He could go do anything else, just like so many of you.
So the purpose of the GRF is if something shit kicks off, they got to be out on the birds on the way in 24 hours.
You chose to do this. And someday your nation may ask you to do something very difficult, up to and including the price of your life.
Iran.
And I'll be damned, as long as we're standing the watch, if we don't give you everything conceivable that you need, most especially the authorities, to execute that mission. To ensure, as Colonel Steele used to say, our brigade commander, we're going to give that poor son of a bitch on the other side
hell
necessary to die for his country. Our boys are coming home and they're not. And some things that you do maybe aren't popular in polite society. You have to do things that other people can't even conceive of. And yes, we have codes, and yes, we follow them. But ultimately, we unleash you to be the war fighters that you want to be. So that you're most worried, only worried about what's in front of you, the objective in front of you, and not those in air-conditioned offices and politicians in Washington who make an existence second-guessing you, who want to question why you made that decision in that moment. That's not our job. Our job is to give you what you need to succeed and have your backs. And so it's full circle for me, for First Sergeant Major Garrissey, to come back here. I've got a former ROK 6 who's my senior military advisor. The Rakkasans are well represented at the center of the Pentagon because we want that warrior ethos represented in the decisions that we're making. It's full circle to be here. And part of what the President of the United States has charged me with doing is ensuring that when we go into a fight, it is not a fair fight because we are untying the hands of our warfighters. We are not imposing restrictive rules of engagement. We are not allowing you to be second-guessed at every turn. The lawyers are not commanders.
They're not.
Lawyers are advisors.
That's what the ground commander's supposed to do.
Commanders are commanders. And they make the decisions about how to accomplish the mission on behalf of the American people that maximizes the death and destruction of our enemies and saves lives of Americans so that we come home. Because that is the currency that wins on the battlefield. It's not medals for courageous restraint. That's what were given out, actually, in 2007, 2008, and 2009 by Harvard egghead generals that wanted to give out medals for courageous restraint as they pushed their theories about nation building into infantry units and wanted you to win the war with soccer balls. That's not the mentality that we take anymore.
CMAs.
And we want the world to take notice of that. Because if we have to employ you, it will be with clear objectives, with all that you need to accomplish it. And it may have taken 20 years for us to internalize that and to understand what happened and why it happened and how to apply it to our formations today. But we will use every moment of our time to infuse the Rakkasan ethos into every formation across our joint force, so that when you're sent into harm's way, you're sent to win. It's not just we fight, it's not just we defend, it's that we fight to win. And I know that's how Rakkasans feel. I know that's what you train for every day. And rest assured, you have one of your own at the War Department, living that every day and pushing the Army and the Air Force and the Marine Corps and the Navy and the Space Force to think that very same way. And folks in the media may not like that. Some folks in Washington may not like that. But guess what? The American people voted for that. They voted for a return to that toughness and that grit and that merit-based promotion system and lethality. And you are the embodiment of that.
You need to bring back that merit.
So the final message I'll give you is keep going. Keep going with what you're doing and why you're doing it. Have the backs of your leadership, of your men, at every echelon. Junior NCOs, senior NCOs, lieutenants, you name it. Have the backs of your people. Yes, set the standards of what's right. Enforce the standards of what's right. But have the backs of your people. Because we have the same. So God bless you all. And let me say, let valor not fail.
Bro. If I had one of those guys back when I was in the Army, especially in 2005, 2007, 2008, that mentality would have been so much better. I know what he's talking about, the restraints, rules of engagement, because those were basic handcuffs. So let's say you're in an area, you see a group of guys, and you see a guy with a gun, an AK-47. You'd expect me to, let me shoot that guy. No. You have to shout Shout, show, shove, shoot, shoot, shoot. Shout. Hey! Show. Show your weapon. Shove. Try to push them to side by side with like a laser or a warning shot. Shoot the ground. Shoot their engine block. And then shoot them. It's a whole fucking process.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. This is not a drill. It is actually happening. Everything is popping off right now, and the American embassy in Israel is demanding that all Americans flee the country as quickly as possible. They are also demanding that Americans flee Egypt and Jordan as quickly as possible. Get on every plane you possibly can and get out. The Chinese are telling their citizens to leave Iran right away. I think in the next 24 hours, we are going to see the world change. It may be the next 24 minutes. We're not exactly certain. Here's what we know right now. On February 27th, 2026, the U.S. State Department authorized the departure of all non-emergency U.S. government personnel and family members of U.S. government personnel from Israel due to safety risks. In response to security incidents and with advance notice, the U.S. Embassy may further restrict or prohibit U.S. government employees and their family members from traveling to Israel, the Old City of Jerusalem, the West Bank. Persons who may wish to consider leaving Israel while commercial flights are still available must do so. Read here. Travel advisory. Get out. What is why reconsider travel? Due to terrorism, civil unrest, terrorism, and civil unrest. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to bomb Iran. They're going to go to war with Iran.
Anything with Iran.
And Iran has proxies, the proxies of Hezbollah, inside of
it's not even the top 30
borders of Israel. And that's what's happening right now. Mike Huckabee has also told, he's the ambassador to Israel, also told Americans that they must leave now. And if you are tracking the overnight airlifts of these C-17 Globemasters, these Stratofortresses, you will see a monster amount of movement over the air bridge into Europe and then landing right here in Israel. Everything surrounding Iran right now, 63% of all American deployable assets are in the surroundings of Iran right now. U.S. Embassy urges staff to evacuate Israel due to safety risks, prepares for attack on Iran. The largest aircraft carrier in the world, the Gerald Ford, has now docked in Israel. Here we go. U.S. allows
they're not even saying Israel, possible
citing
war.
Safety risks.
That's
Mike Huckabee encouraging people with families to leave now.
So even the betting site doesn't have it.
Here we go. The USS Gerald Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier, has arrived off the coast of Israel.
Oh, whoa. Be careful landing off the coast of Israel. We know what happens when an American Navy vessel travels into Israeli water. Be very careful.
What next? Leave the country on the nearest available flights. China is now calling on all of its citizens to leave Iran by any means possible. The backdrop, the USS Gerald Ford aircraft carrier has arrived off the coast of Israel and is likely to carry out its assigned mission. A large amount of military equipment has been observed at Ben Gurion International Airport,
it's only an
indicating a possible
chance
imminent strike. The odds of a strike this weekend have now jumped sharply. In an email sent 1 hour ago, Mike Huckabee urged personnel who wish to depart Israel to do so today, warning of likely high demand for flights from Ben Gurion Airport and prioritizing rapid exit from the country, according to a copy reviewed by the New York Times. Leave the country now, is what they're saying. This is what Ben Gurion Airport looks like. It has been turned into a military base. Ben Gurion Airport is obviously a large commercial airport in Israel, and all you see
Can
here
it handle all
are
those
refueling
aircraft,
Stratofortresses, Globemasters, C-17s, American military might and personnel. State Department is now saying everyone must leave. The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem should leave today. Now the State Department is demanding their personnel leave as well if you're non-government. Mass evacuation of American tourists today from Jordan
why
and
Egypt
underway. Raising speculations about a potential strike in Iran, Trump tells Americans in the region to drive to the airport this literal effing second and leave. Yeah, that's right. You can see here the airbase in Qatar, the American airbase in Qatar, everything's evacuated. So typically this would have plenty of
That's weird.
platforms.
Look at the fucking... It's Chinese, Japanese, whatever. It's Asian. What fucking satellite are we getting this from?
So typically this would have plenty of platforms sitting on the runway. Everything is gone. Everything's been evacuated. Lock in, Patriots. It's time. Heavy GPS jamming hits Iran, including Tehran. So their GPS is now no longer working in Tehran. This seems like the beginnings. This seems like the beginnings of what we all know is about to come. This is the beginnings of what we all know is about to happen. Look at this. Almost 20 Boeing KC-135 refueling aircraft lined up and ready to go in Tel Aviv. Passengers on commercial flights filming this in shock. There you go. China tells all of its citizens to leave Iran immediately. And China saying it's all popping off. And this is probably the one that you need to see the most. Here's Dan Scavino. Dan Scavino is, of course, the mouthpiece of the president. There's nobody who I'm relatively close with a lot of members of this administration. There's nobody who I would trust more. Nobody that I would say more is the voice of President Trump. And here's what I mean by that, and can speak on his behalf. I know that Caroline Levitt does an incredible job. It's Dan Scavino, who's been in this position talking on behalf of President Trump on social media for decades now. Dan Scavino has been working for Donald Trump for close to 40 years. He's been posting for Donald Trump as his voice on social media. Trump obviously approves and writes a lot of the posts, but it's Dan Scavino who controls those assets, controls those elements, who drafts those posts and works with the president as his voice. Right. And he's been doing that.
Like I said, shit tends to kick
Brandon
off.
Darby is joining us. He is the editor.
They don't know, because I don't know. Even when you get fired, they fire you on Fridays. And wars start on Fridays. Epstein Files came out on a Friday. Everything's always Fridays. Bill Clinton testifying in front of Congress today on a Friday. And Hillary Clinton said yesterday during her questioning, ask Bill, ask Bill, ask Bill. All right, time for the streets. Time for the streets. Y'all ready? Now, whether or not we go to war with Iran, like I said, that betting website where pretty much has anything, which I look at Kalshi and I'm thinking, like, is this like a death? What's that death game where he's gonna die this game or this day because of this? It's like a death board or some shit like that. But Kalshi's not showing anything related to a war. It says Iran deal, but there's nothing about a war. But at least with the U.S. or Israel. We'll see. It's Friday. You never know. It's still early. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Their, I don't know, paperwork or all of that, but still they are not criminals.
Yeah, well, they committed the State of the Union last night because you're a true American. There was a very interesting thing that happened where Trump asked all of these Democrats, all these Republicans to stand up if they believe that we should prioritize American citizens' safety and well-being over illegal immigrants, and none of the Democrats stood up.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
We got a little fucking weasel on the right.
And so we're going to ask people's opinion on this today, doing a little different type of intro on my iPhone because I thought it'd be more personal. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below. Thumbs it up and support my work at blacklineguardianfund.com. Help keep me safe here out on these streets. Let's head into the video. Hey, sir, did you watch the State of the Union last night? The State of the Union? Yeah, what'd you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. I love Trump.
Oh, you love Trump. Are you from here?
No, well, I've been here for 40-something years.
Okay, where are you from originally?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Very, very nice. It was very interesting, in my opinion, that when Trump said that we should protect American citizens over illegal immigrants, none of the Democrats stood. Do you think that was also interesting?
Always are doing the opposite.
Always doing the opposite.
Always. So I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised at all. I visit Trump and that's it.
Yeah.
Like it or not, I just some things that I don't care about it, but most of it, I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's cleaning everything. I don't know.
What up, Luke?
I go to the market, and they said everything is very expensive. Where?
Right. People say that he doesn't like Puerto Ricans and Hispanics, but here you are, a Puerto Rican, supporting him.
Puerto Ricans are American citizens, so I don't care.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your ride.
RFK
Did you watch
Puerto
the
Rican
Trump
now.
State of the Union last night?
Already.
No, we're not from here.
No.
We're not from here.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys from?
We are from different countries. Both of us were from Tunisia.
Well,
Okay.
North
She's
Africa.
from Morocco, and she's from Algeria.
Very nice. Well, welcome. So glad to have you here. So something really interesting happened last night when Trump said, everyone stand, to the Democrats and the Republicans, if you believe that we should put American citizens over illegal immigrants. None of the Democrats stood up. What are your thoughts on that?
We don't support both sides. I
Yeah.
believe all of us. We don't believe we don't support both sides, and I believe both sides kind of the same.
Yeah, that's fair. There are issues with both sides, I would agree. But do you think that a country should protect its citizens before people who illegally entered a country? No?
I think everyone is similar. Everyone has to be protected. We're all humans, so I feel like this is a discrimination. And
But if you break the law,
yeah, if you break the laws, there's something different.
Are these students, or are they? Because some like hotel companies, cruise lines, they hire people from throughout the world, and this might be a stop. Because my niece, she works for one, and they stop in Italy, across from the Philippines and the European areas. And I'm not saying that, she said if I can get my own flight to Italy, maybe I can get on a cruise. But I'm not going to Italy.
Right.
But if you are here legally and everything, so you have.
no, he specifically said illegal people who entered illegally, they should not be, like, Americans should not be put over people who enter illegally, is what the Democrats stand for.
Yes.
You are all illegal, guys.
They're all illegal? Oh. I didn't mean to throw that at you.
Historically speaking, you're all illegal. So
No, we conquered the land, and if you were born in America, you're an American, right?
So yeah, if you're saying so, but yeah.
That's what the law says, not me.
If you are illegal, of course, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But if you have a job and you have,
find a way to make them legal, or they should find a way to help them. Not
yeah.
just
There is
throw
a way
them
to make
away.
them legal.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, not really throwing them away. It's like, go back to your country, and then you can come in again the right way.
But they will never allow them to come. Is that?
How do you know?
Sure they will.
Do you think they will allow them to come?
I mean, if they're not violent criminals or if they don't bring in drugs. I think if like you're trafficking drugs illegally across the border, you're showing you don't really respect.
Those are criminal. But being illegal
is a crime.
That doesn't make you. That's not a crime. Maybe.
I mean, it's illegal entering.
Well, okay, they are illegal. They don't have their, I don't know, paperwork or all of that. But still, they are not criminals.
Yeah. Well, they committed a crime, so.
Yeah, if they are committing crimes, they are.
I wonder if they came here the legal way. Think about it. Do they have documentation to be in the United States? I bet they do. Let me see your papers.
You know what happens in some European countries when you try to enter the border illegally? You get shot. So we're a little bit nicer to where like, we're not going to shoot you. We're just going to tell you to come back the right way. And Trump is paying for a one-way ticket back to your place, back to where you're from. He's pretty nice, right?
Yeah, that's very nice of him. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. But you guys are here legally, right? You came on visas?
Yes.
So why can't people just be like you guys?
Yeah.
Just respect the rules.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Easy, though.
It's not easy,
Yeah, but you still did it.
There are some people, they have a very difficult situation in their countries. They're just trying to find a way to live, you know? So that's why you have to listen to them.
Recently, they're not just sending illegal people. I don't know, how could you just go in the street and just assume that person is illegal?
Well, so they have a warrant out for their arrest.
There was a really bad way of putting people in custody or something like that, taking them to jail and questioning if they are legal or illegal. I have seen all those ICE videos going.
Unfortunately, we have to do that, though.
That was not good. No, there is.
We have to do that because there are so many people.
You could just ask for their credentials.
And if they don't have them, you got to take them in and make sure that they're legally here because they're cutting in front of people like you guys.
I understand, but you don't have to be that violent. I don't see that in Europe.
Well, because they've let so many people in that have the opposite.
Or in Europe, if you offend a Muslim, you're going to jail. They don't give a fuck. You're going to jail.
European values that it's now gotten so intense.
I'm definitely against people living illegally in any country, you know. Let's be.
I just wish that people would not resist arrest because then they wouldn't have to get violent.
All right. Yeah, that's just I hope you get all your answers and the things that will make America great again.
Yeah. You want to make America great again?
No, I'm not. I'm not from here. I'm not planning to.
You don't want to make America great?
No, I'm just going here. I'm just coming here to enjoy my time.
Yeah. Because you enjoy America because it already is great, right?
Yeah, but
no, it's not great.
Travel, you enjoy
so why are you here?
Country.
Huh?
So why did you visit?
I'm coming for work.
You don't think it's fun and great?
You're coming here for the American dollar because it's so much better.
Right now?
No, we're not talking about the same greatness, though.
Oh, why not?
You know what I'm talking about?
You tell me.
Great. You
I'm good. I'd rather go enjoy my time.
Yeah.
Than fix things for you guys. You just go and asking people in the streets who are not from here.
What you are trying to promote? Like by
your
your question.
Well, I just ask people questions on the street and try to have productive conversations.
No, like you asked us about what happened yesterday, right? But what's your where do you stand?
Where I stand is I think it's absolutely repulsive.
Well, if they didn't watch the State of the Union, then they really can't know what happened other than, TikToks.
That Democrats refuse to stand up for Americans before people who disrespected our immigration laws, which every single country in the world has, by the way, and then just decide those people are more important than Americans.
All right, they are people.
Of course. I'm not saying that they're less than human is what I'm trying to get forward to you, but we have countries.
But you have also the freedom of speech and everything. Yes. They have the right to show their disagree about the way you are treating treating.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Exactly. So I don't know. You should find ways to deal with this situation rather than what you are doing.
Yeah. So people can have the free speech to say anything. I can have the free speech to, be racist if I want to. That's an extreme thing. That's free speech, but that doesn't make it right. Is my point.
Being racist is not free speech as long as
it is actually. I can under the First Amendment. I can say I hate blank. I can actually say that. I can say I hate whatever I want. That's free speech.
Me personally, I don't care. I'm Moroccan. Moroccan. I only care about my country. I love
Exactly.
my country.
That's my point.
I don't
That's
care
my point. Is that you care about your country more. Why? Because
All right, let's do Morocco. Flashy said, most nationalities, including EU, US, UK, Canadian, Australian, and many others, enjoy visa-free entry for tourism or business days for up to 90 days. Okay, 90 days. Long-term, beyond 90 days. You may need a long-stay visa. Oh, you got to apply for a visa through a Moroccan embassy. 1 year. Okay. Documentations to be there. Passport, proof of address, financial, medical certificates, criminal record check. Oh my God, criminal record check to get into Morocco for a visa. Huh.
I don't have your problems.
Exactly.
Sorry, guys, I don't feel it.
Exactly. But here you are.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm Moroccan. Oh, Morocco. That's it. Thank you, guys.
But our point is, so you understand why we care about America.
I understand.
So you don't want people entering Morocco illegally and bringing, non-Moroccan values.
They're not trying, so it's okay. We're fine.
I wonder why they're not trying. All right. Thank you, guys. Last night, President Trump asked everyone to stand if they believe that we should prioritize American citizens over illegal immigrants. So outsiders that enter our country illegally. And none of the Democrats stood. What do you think about that?
In my opinion, honestly, I'm Mexican. I'm black and Mexican myself, so I just see what a lot of, my people, everybody done did for us. So to be honest, I think everybody deserves, the right, eventually, the right to be here and succeed in their own way, as in business, driving, whatever. I feel like everybody deserves a foot in the door somewhere, here, 100%.
So do you not believe in borders? We shouldn't have separate countries?
Honestly, I feel like, everybody comes in and out. We've been doing it for the past hundreds of years. So honestly, I feel like it's just...
What do you come in and out with? A passport?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the people who don't have those, who just snuck into the border in the middle of the night or, do you think that those types of people who go against our immigration laws, which every country has, by the way, that those should be prioritized over American citizens?
Well, I wouldn't say prioritized. I would just say in the sense of what we can do to help, but not sincerely be like, well, they're number one. Obviously, we're here, we stand, we still are building, we all pay our taxes, all whatnot, so I feel like 100% we should be prioritized, but, in the sense of them, I feel like, they deserve the right to have the opportunity to be prioritized.
I'll be honest, it is easier for them to open up bank accounts. It is easier for them to get properties. It's easier for them to sign leases. And I live here, I was born here, you know what I'm saying? And it is easier for them to acquire a lot of shit.
Is that fair?
Honestly, no. But the only reason why I would somewhat agree with it, as in taking someone in, not saying we shouldn't be forced at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we don't understand their circumstances where they come from, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that they're right to come and use the system.
Especially because we think about
a lot of foreigners come. This is speaking from how I know how shit is. A lot of foreigners come, they get loans, and then they take the same USD back to their country, to where that money is literally taken out of the economy and put into somewhere else.
Right. You know a lot.
But that's a different, that's a different level though. That's way different than actually immigrants trying to seek a better life.
Right. But what about the immigrants they're getting cut in front of that actually are waiting? So they've waited months or years.
My parents are immigrants. My parents are from Trinidad. They actually went through the whole process, which took years.
Right.
They actually did it illegal.
And I'm sure they'd say it was worth it, right? Because, the people like your parents, it makes America great.
Yeah, I understand that, especially on the border, right? Yeah, I understand that they're seeking a better life, but the picture is bigger than that. As far as that, there are more. It's way more than immigrants seeking a better life coming across the border. There are terrorist cells. There are people with who knows what that they're coming into the U.S. It's known that cartels and certain groups are working with ISIS, Al Qaeda, and things like that. So if they're able to smuggle humans and children and coke and fent, imagine what got across our border the past 4 years when what's the name was on outfits previously.
And then that now endangers our American women and children. So we gotta, you vet people before you let them in your house, right? You do the same? You don't just let anyone in your house?
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, so, you know, if you want to house an illegal immigrant, go ahead. But
And it's like
just can't force it.
It'll never be a balanced topic because like I feel like there is no right and wrong because like I said, at the end of the day, people are trying to seek a better life, but then there's another side of that. There's always a good and there's always a bad. It's never equal.
Right. But then the people who, you know, come here and then sell drugs to young women, sometimes, you know, not all, I'm not saying all, but many of them have committed heinous crimes like murder, rape, you know, child porn. That's not trying to seek a better life. You know, people trying to seek a better life aren't doing those things. So, yeah. Well, cool. Well, you guys are awesome.
At the same time, it's not everyone though, so that's why we can't never, you know what I'm
That's why
saying?
we got to vet every single one of them, even though it'll be a long process, and then they can come in if they're all good. It's pretty simple.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you watch the Trump State of the Union address?
Oh, wait, it's politics?
Well, it's just your opinion.
No. Nope, never mind.
Why?
No politics.
Why?
Nope.
Politics is very important.
It is very important.
Okay.
We did not watch though.
That's okay.
If you're on vacation, you want to leave that all.
I get that.
Hell yeah.
Well, just a quick question. So Trump asked people
again.
last night, all the Democrats.
Yeah, if I was on vacation, I definitely wouldn't want to deal with this bullshit. But I'll give you a little bit more to drink. Who am I kidding? Give me let's do this.
And all the Republicans to stand up if they believe that we should prioritize American citizens and residents, legal residents, over illegal immigrants, and none of the Democrats stood up in agreement with that statement. Does that concern you? What are your thoughts?
Fuck them.
F them?
Fuck them.
Yeah. Are you a conservative?
Oh, second time.
Innocent people, guys. So sorry.
No, yes, I'm a conservative.
Okay, so are we.
I'm 100% a conservative.
So,
yeah.
pro-Trump.
Yes, of course.
So why didn't you want to talk about politics? Did you think I was a liberal?
You were saying we were liberal?
No, I didn't think anything. There's just no need to talk about, like, I mean, I guess there is a need to talk about politics, but, like, I think that you have to look at the bigger picture. Instead of politics, there's two parties. They're trying to divide us. I mean, maybe we should all come together as one instead of fighting about politics all the time.
But how can we come together with people who want to prioritize illegal immigrants, people who will not stand for Irina Zarutska, who was murdered on the train in Charlotte by a man who was let out 14 times. He's schizophrenic. He's obviously very mentally ill. And they wouldn't even stand for her.
That's a terrible thing. I mean, it's a messed up thing, but that, you can talk.
Everyone wants to use loaded language with the news, and once we stop using loaded languages and stop separating each other and just talk about what's great about our country, because people do want to immigrate here, why is the news talking about all the bad things, but our country is clearly the best?
I asked my wife, hey, if you had a choice and could go back home, but you're no longer an American citizen, I'm not going anywhere. What are you going to do? She said, fuck that, I'm staying here.
Most immigrated too. Why not talk about that? That will unite everyone, right? Wouldn't it?
Unfortunately, I don't really think it is bringing everyone together, because a lot of Democrats want to prioritize illegal criminals, people that come into our country, don't share American values. No, I understand.
Everyone wants to come here. Doesn't mean people should come here illegally. Just everyone does want to come here. Let's talk about how good our country is and why people want to come here.
As a person who, I'm a strong conservative, don't get me wrong, but I think the Democrats as well as Republicans, like he was kind of saying, but in better words, we should get together and be one united country. We are United States of America. We used to be a strong country. Why aren't we strong anymore? Why do we have to divide each other? Why is the government dividing everyone? Why can't we get together instead of politics? And this social media that's gonna bullshit you and make up these lies about Trump. Hey, you could be conservative. They even make up lies about Kamala Harris. They will make up lies to break you guys apart. Why are we broken apart country? It's the truth.
I have to say, it is mainly Democrats, and there are also some Republicans who I believe are rhinos, but they don't believe in our Constitution and American values. I mean, how are we supposed to work with people in America to better our country when they don't even believe on the values that we were founded on?
I agree with you, and I think we should 100% believe in those those values. I mean, if you're an American, you should believe in our American values, no matter what party you are, 100%. But they're, like I said before, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, there's some people in each group that will never be together, and that is a problem with this country.
Who do you want to see for 2028?
Marco.
A united.
Am I stressing you out?
A United States of America. That's what we want to see in 2028.
That's
all anybody can do. I think Marco.
We want America to be America again. That's all we want, no matter the party.
Kamala's hinting a second run, guys.
No. Not Kamala. That's all I will. Not her.
No.
Someone that's fair.
JD Vance, 2028.
I would like Vance a little bit, you know?
Well, you guys are awesome. Total Chad bros. Of course, they're conservative, so thanks, guys. What are we drinking?
Chad changed somewhere between generations, Coach. When we used to say Chads, it was more like a chump. Kind of like a Kyle today.
With what kind of
lemonade? Where's mine?
Eliana lemonade. It's in the car.
Oh. You want I do, actually. All right, so I know you'll have on vacation, so I probably know the answer to this, but did you watch Trump's State of the Union address last night?
I didn't.
Oh, you
but
didn't? Okay.
When I was in the airport, I met a guy. He said he was from he was going to Murcielago. He was going to the State of the Union.
Okay.
And so being a former military veteran,
much respect.
It's a lot of things going on right now. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
2585. So I'm 100% disabled veteran. I had booked to Mexico.
Okay.
Cabo. So you guys familiar with what's going on right now in Mexico?
Yeah, that leads perfectly into my question that I'm going to ask. With everything that's going on in Mexico, are you happy that President Trump has closed our borders?
Yes.
Okay.
I was uneasy about what was going on. You know, I went to Atlanta airport and I had booked, a few weeks ago, for my birthday trip today. I didn't feel like I felt last year when I went to Mexico. I was a little, I wouldn't say scared.
Yes, we were scared.
Yeah, I wouldn't say scared, but I was like uneasy. And my mother, she was praying. She said I was praying something happened, and she didn't want me to go to Mexico. Just being on TikTok and looking at the social media outlets, I seen that there was a lot of things going on, and I want to make sure I'm able to come back, be able to come back so I can support my family and my kids and my lady as well, so we can be here for our children. So what we did was we diverted and we chose Miami instead of Mexico.
All right. Mm-hmm. And you feel pretty safe around here?
Yes.
Hey, Ocean Drive, you can't lose. Collins, you can't lose. Yeah.
So interesting thing that happened last night was that Trump asked everybody to stand on the Republican and the Democrat side if they agree with this statement. And the statement was, do you think we should prioritize American citizens' safety and well-being over illegal immigrants? And none of the Democrats stood up. What are your thoughts on that?
Illegal immigrants? So
should she prioritize American safety over them?
Not just Americans, but safety for everybody.
Yeah, residents.
I'm an 11th grade history teacher. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, and I teach 11th grade history. So I tell my students, we just got done talking about the progressive era, the reform era, child labor laws, the temperance movement, the 19th Amendment. It's a lot, man. But the main thing, a lot of immigrants came to the United States years ago. It was an influx of over 12 million immigrants. And the immigrants helped build the country to where they at now. So I got respect for immigrants and also the American people that was born here. Everybody need to be safe, man.
Right.
Everybody need to be safe.
Right. But I mean, when you enter the country illegally, you are disrespecting America's immigration laws, which every country has. It's not just America. And most countries are way more strict on their immigration laws than we are.
And so strict than the United States. So, let's go through the proper channels. But now, if you was born here, hey President Trump, if you was born here, your parents maybe didn't do the correct thing as far as you know, as far as green card, citizenship, hey, you can't send them back, man. They was born here in an American hospital. Let's give them the same opportunities that everyone have. But hey, who am I? I'm just a disabled veteran, right?
No, you're also here legally and have a kid. It's what the Chinese are doing.
History teacher, you're a fun guy, you know how to dress all stylish, you're a bunch of things.
I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about the military, right? Who am I? I'm just Mr. Fox, all right? All right.
Well, I can tell you're a great history teacher, and I appreciate that. We need actual history being taught, because I feel like a lot of people try to rewrite history and separate. One thing they try to do is separate Black history from American history, but Black history is American history.
So I am intoxicated, but I am
Mr. Fox, y'all. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up.
I kind of want to see if she has that whole interview with just those two. Pretty sure he worked in the motor pool, though. Pretty sure. 100% disabled from Alabama. He's from Alabama, so he got not only 100% covered tuition from the state of Alabama, but also from being 100% disabled and his post 9/11 GI Bill. And I don't know if it's still the same, but years ago, being a disabled veteran, and if you're a resident of Alabama, I used to be a long, long time ago, that your kids can go to any school in the state for free. Any school in the state. So Auburn, Alabama, whatever. But, you know, I didn't plan on going back to Alabama. Obviously, the reason I left that shithole state. Anyway. I'm not even talking about that. See, that's where we're going next. I think Savannah did the State of the Union. And which one's...
We're asking people that agree with the...
Yes. So, there's two illegals. We're talking about illegals again, obviously, because it's got to tie in. They need a place to stay. Maybe hide out from ICE. You know, get real asylum. Also in Florida, I don't think this is Miami, but you already know. There's only 3 street interviews, well, maybe 4. You got Savannah. You've got James Klug. And then who else? One of the main ones. Come on, y'all know.
White liberals if they would house and take into their home 2 illegal aliens that I have with me today, Hector and Francisco. Let's go and see if we can find them a home.
I actually have.
Okay, I've got my undocumented migrants today. We're gonna be PC, aren't we? I know everyone's wondering, are your tattoos real?
Yeah, real fake.
They are real, fake, temporary tattoos. And we've got Francisco here. Where are you from and what are you hoping to get today?
So I'm from Mexico. I got my travel sleeping bag and I'm hoping that I could find a free place to stay in a white liberal's home.
Absolutely. And you are his
I would have worked
son?
better about the stupid square.
You got mixed up with some gangs, though.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, I've had a rough life in the streets, of Mexico. We're hoping to settle down, find a nice home, a nice family to take us in and give us a nice warm meal and take care of us,
And you guys have only committed a few violent crimes.
Just a few, just a few. Only attempt, nothing serious.
They can't prove anything.
No, not at all, no.
Some armed burglary, some simple assault, just some attempted things.
Okay, all right. Love it. All right, let's go. A video talking about how wrong undocumented migrants are being treated in this country by ICE. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely agree with that, 100%.
Do you think they deserve?
Is important.
Yeah. Do you think they deserve a place to stay here?
Sure.
Why not?
As long as they're contributing to society and have a job and are working.
Yeah. Well, right behind you, there's actually a couple of undocumented migrants right here. We're looking for people to. Yeah. Well, would you guys be willing to take them home with you at all?
Well, I don't know them. I don't take anybody home I don't know. Okay.
Well, they're just like, they have detainers from ICE. They're afraid of being picked up.
I would be willing to help them find shelter that's secure.
Why wouldn't you bring them into your home?
Because I don't bring anybody into my home I don't know.
Okay.
It's not anything about migrants or anybody else.
Okay, but you think that they do deserve...
I probably wouldn't bring you home either.
Do you think that undocumented immigrants they deserve a place to stay here in the country?
I believe that people who contribute to our country, our society, our economy, should be naturalized as citizens so they can continue to contribute and have the same benefits that we have.
Okay.
Many don't.
Including undocumented migrants.
That's what I'm speaking about.
Okay.
There are most of the undocumented people I've ever met are very hardworking, pay taxes, pay Social Security.
Where do they live?
Can't get health insurance. They can't get any benefits. So yes, that's what I believe.
Well, I have a couple here with me today. They're undocumented. This is Francisco. This is Hector.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Good morning.
They do have detainers from ICE on them, and they're fleeing, trying to make sure that they don't get picked up. They have been charged with crimes, but nothing to... What is your story?
Nada serio.
No.
Nada serio.
Okay.
Poquito.
I have a couple of charges against them, nothing big. They cannot find the bodies, so they cannot be proven with anything. Would you be willing to bring them into your home?
No.
Why not?
Because I, first of all, am not willing to bring... I think if somebody has charges, they should face the charges like anybody would be as a citizen. And
but they haven't been convicted.
Well, nobody's convicted until they have due process.
Would you say they deserve to be deported then?
I would say that they should face the charges that they have, just like anybody should.
We're also asking people if they're fed up with the way ICE is treating undocumented immigrants.
I'm fed up about ICE.
You are?
Yes.
What are you fed up about?
I live in New York City, and it is bad.
It's bad? The way ICE is treating people?
Yeah.
Don't you think that undocumented deserve a place to stay here?
You know, it's weird because you don't hear a lot about the ICE operations in New York City. If they were as bad as you say they were, we would see them just like Minneapolis, which you haven't seen lately. Weird. You would see like the ones from Portland. Oh, wait, you don't see those anymore either. Weird. Did the money run out? Or is it too cold? Well, can't say it's cold. The people in Minnesota were retarded enough to do it. Did the money run out?
This country was built on undocumented people from other countries. I mean, that's the whole reason of the United States.
Absolutely. We actually have 2 undocumented migrants with us today.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, señorita?
Hello.
We are trying to find a place for them to stay. They have no homes. There are detainers out for their arrest. A couple of charges, nothing big. But we're hoping that people like yourself, nice, liberal women who are anti-ICE, we're not asking for money.
No.
We're asking people to house them.
I'll take the money, ma'am.
Oh, I live in New York City.
I'll take the money, ma'am.
Oh, you got it. Absolutely. Let me get one for you, too. I think I have that.
Yeah. Get a burger or a
Gracias. Sorry, it's completely off topic. If some shit goes down in Iran today, maybe they want people to stay on that topic because Bill Clinton's testifying. Right? Just like in 9/11 when we suddenly had, billions, trillions just gone. Nobody knows where it went when they audited the Department of Defense. And now we're mass auditing everything, looking for fraud. We're going to find fraud, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because we want to go into war with Iran.
Yeah. Could they come home with you?
To New York City?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my apartment's so small.
It's a sleeping bag. He doesn't need much space. He could. Would you be willing just to take her bed?
Yeah. I wish I could, honestly. But there are
Do you?
so many in New York City that I probably should, if I could, I would take them in.
Well, you could take at least one illegal alien in New York City. You could take one of them.
I'm also a therapist and I work from home.
And while they're awaiting some other type of process, they should be allowed to stay here.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, I have 2 undocumented migrants with me.
At what point, at what age, do old white women just go, "This is the hairstyle now. This is all we got left"? What age is this?
Process. They should be allowed to stay here.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, I have 2 undocumented migrants with me right now. This is Francisco.
And if these people have not committed a crime,
well, we don't know because they're illegal. We don't know. Honestly,
they can find out.
we're asking people that agree with the things that we've talked about. They deserve a place to stay while awaiting processing. Can you do agree?
Yes.
Will they be able to come home with you guys so they can have a place to stay?
No.
Whoa.
I only have a 1-bedroom little condo with 1 bed.
That's perfecto. Bedroom, living room.
You have garage?
No, we have company for a while, and they're sleeping
But you
in
only
the
have
living
one
room.
bedroom.
I can cuddle and share. Keep each other warm.
You have company for a while in your 1 bedroom, but they're staying in your living room? Something doesn't add up. Bro, holy fuck. It's an alien, guys. That's 100% an alien.
What about your friends? You have space for
I live
them?
in Ohio, so no.
Oh, I will sponsor their flights and you can.
I love Ohio.
I love Cincinnati.
We're like on a vacation right
Oh,
now.
perfect. So your space is empty.
No, we're not going to do that.
Why not? They deserve a place to stay.
I'm agreeing with you, but I'm probably not going to do that.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't do it for any stranger. I don't care if they're a U.S. citizen, immigrant. I'm not going to just have somebody come into my house that I have no idea who they are.
So why would you be okay with illegal aliens coming across the border and staying in our country when we don't know who they are?
All right.
What happened?
You know what's crazy?
This is honor.
Not that this, doesn't correlate to anything. I bet you if it came between having an illegal move in with them versus a stray cat moving with them, no history on the cat, didn't test it for rabies, nothing, but it just needed a place to stay, they'd let that cat in. Like, oh, good kitty, good, ow! It's still okay. It's okay. You've been outside for, ow! You've just been outside for too long. God damn it! The fuck out of my house.
Honestly, I feel heartbroken for you guys. I'm privileged and white, so I have a place to go to.
No,
They
it
could
looks like
use
you're
their
on
privilege
vacation.
to help you guys out.
That's the problem.
They have white privilege.
And they don't know about those bodies. So they have
They don't. They have no reason to not take me in. I mean, Pops, I don't know what we're going to do, man. It's looking rough.
I'm scared. I'm scared, son.
I think we got some fucking. Hey, Kaylin, just want to say big fan.
Oh, thank
You want to tell me what your agenda is?
Oh yeah, I'm pro ICE. I'm pro deportation, especially mass deportation of
You have
every
an
single.
illegal immigrant right here?
Yeah.
What are you doing about it?
I'm trying to find
What are
white
you doing
liberal.
about
No, he doesn't have to be white, but any liberal who is anti-ICE to take them home, boys.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What are their crimes?
Oh well, we don't know because they're not vetted.
Oh,
They're not
that's
vetted.
Miss Kaylin, that's
You're
Jeffrey
not vetted.
Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. From the news. Jeffrey
You're
Epstein.
calling me Jeffrey Epstein? Is
Just
that what you do?
Dude, you look like Jeffrey Epstein.
That's what you do? Is accuse people of being
Senor.
Jeffrey Epstein?
No, you said you look like.
You feel good about that?
No, similarity.
Do you agree with this statement? I believe undocumented migrants deserve a place to stay in the United States.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you guys agree. I have 2 undocumented migrants with me today. And we're trying to find them a place to stay in the United States. And so we're asking you right now if you will take them. Yeah, can they stay with you?
No, I don't know them. I mean, I wouldn't let anyone random stay at my house.
Why not?
Because I don't know them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really it. It's just a stranger.
What about you?
If I don't know them, they're not going to stay with me.
Okay. But you think that illegal aliens deserve a place to stay in the United States?
I don't think it's just black and white. There's a lot of factors that go behind it.
Like,
But if they deserve a place to stay here,
Yeah.
you believe that. Don't you think you should step up and be that place for them?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We believe that the undocumented migrants deserve a place to stay here in the United States when they cross the border.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you guys agree. I actually have a couple of undocumented migrants with me today. This is Hector.
Hi, Hector. Nice to meet you.
Hola.
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 Francisco.
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 So we're asking people today, since they deserve a place to stay here in our country, would they be able to come home with you?
Well, I don't actually live here, but if I did live here, I would definitely make a room for somebody who needed help.
Well, if you want, I
You lying
could
sack of
fund
shit.
the flights, and they could just go with you totally free, and they can just fly home with you.
I live in Puerto Rico with somebody, so I would have to talk to them about it.
Yeah, you guys are from Mexico,
a
so
little different, but yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So what? So you're asking people that, and so you're just trying to find people places to stay right now?
Undocumented migrants. See, Hector, tell your story a little bit.
Well, we're from Mexico. We came to California, and we're just looking for a place to stay. You know, I got ICE looking for us. Committed a few crimes, nothing serious. Little.
I
you
really
know.
like your tattoo appliques.
Yeah. Didn't the gang member make you get that?
Yeah, it was by force. It wasn't a choice I had. It was it was either this or cut off 2 fingers. So I would, you know.
So wait, they held it to your face and put a little damp rag?
No,
because those are fake.
They held me down and they said you either get the tattoo or you cut off.
I don't think you should accuse him of lying.
No, but we can see that they're fake.
Ma'am, his tattoo identifies as real.
Your hair color is
His
fake
tattoo-
too.
Oh, sir, can I ask you what you mean by that?
Just shut up and get away from me. Shut up and get away from me. Get away from me. Keep your hands off. Get away from me. Get away from me.
You're insane.
This guy's nuts. He's been yelling at everyone.
You interviewed me one other time.
What?
And you showed what kind of people you are.
What kind of person am I?
He's a fascist.
What is fascism?
What the Mussolini
G'day,
did.
mate.
What did Mussolini say fascism was?
Well, I don't know. I can't quote him. I don't speak Italian.
Shout out to Roman here, security. You stepped in quickly, felt super safe.
What's up,
You
yo?
go to patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett to support my security fund. Oh, she's a therapist. Tell her how you've been struggling and you need to go into her home. Tell her.
Our mental health is not where it needs to be, you know. Sleeping on the streets, me and my dad, we're struggling. We're not doing too well.
Yesterday, somebody spit on me. They spit on me.
Are you Christian?
And I actually ate it because I was so hungry. So it was a good thing.
They need a place to stay, ma'am. If you think they deserve to be in this country, maybe they deserve to be in your home.
I'm a guest of my friends, and I've got to go. But
Honestly,
thank you, and I'm so sorry. And
Gracias por dinero,
absolutely.
señorita.
Yeah, go give it to her back. Go give it back
Ma'am.
to her. We're not actually gonna keep it. We're not gonna keep it.
Ma'am, thank you so
Oh,
much.
you can.
So like brown people are being targeted, undocumented migrants.
Absolutely. And nobody's paying any attention to the fact that we need people who come to this country and take jobs that, you know, it's bullshit, excuse my language, to think that everybody's vying to be a hotel maid or to work in.
We need the brown people so they can work in the jobs that are, you know, no one else wants. I'm like, are you gonna do them?
But
are you gonna do it?
No,
no. Us white people are gonna do it. I have 2 undocumented migrants with me right beside you.
What are you talking about?
Wow. Okay. Actually, we were just talking about you guys are illegal.
Sí, señorita.
Okay. All right. If you want to see the change in this country, you could demonstrate it right now. They need a place to stay. ICE has detainers out for them, warrants out for them. They're afraid for their lives. We're sick and tired of the way ICE is acting in this country. Can they go home with you?
I don't take people home with me off of the street. Talking about what our national policy should be, you know, this is not a solution. I don't think, with all due respect, guys, I'm not going to be offering to take people home.
But you think the United States should be offering to allow illegals to stay in the country?
So I see where you're going. Okay, so I think that we should be a country that
Well, why don't you
gives
talk to them?
opportunity.
They're the ones that are the victims here. They're brown.
Bueno, la casa de usted, no entiendo, poquito tiempo, poquito espacio, poquito comida. No te interesa.
Because you respond to
Wait
him.
for it. Is it this lady?
I can say that if you are here illegally,
I can't understand.
You just spoke in English. Bye, guys.
They're brown and they'll work for you.
To where they came from.
Well, why would you say that to our illegal aliens over there?
I love them. I want you to go away. Please go away now. As soon as you can, please.
They should like self-deport.
Yes, exactly. That'd save me a lot of money and
Yeah,
time.
right? It sure would. Get on out. Actually, where's the ICE tip line?
You can go to the airport? You need to ride to the airport?
God bless you, sir.
The only person that's willing to bring you anywhere near them is the ICE supporter that wants to take you in the car to the ICE facility.
He's somehow the most generous guy here.
They deserve room to stay here in our country.
Well, they deserve room to stay. They deserve to have a process by which they can
Absolutely.
be here in this country.
Well, I have a couple of two workers over here. I mean, he used to be in a gang. Ignore the tattoos on the...
On Saturday, you might want to go out and check the sky. Just saying. Saturday night, if there's not clouds in the sky, hopefully there's not here, check out the sky.
Why do I have to ignore it? If that's part of who you were at some point, that's part of who you were.
She doesn't know about the charges, the convictions. Don't bring them up. Don't. So anyway, you said they deserve a place to stay in the country.
I just think there needs to be representation for all people. Okay, you've been here for a while, so you need to go through whatever legal process. But again, our country needs to come up with a process by which people who have been here for a long time that may be here illegally can
I
actually
think Hector has something to ask you, actually.
Go ahead.
¿Por qué no me quedo contigo en el proceso que te mantengo?
You're in the process of...
Sí, ¿por qué no me quedo contigo mientras que me hago el proceso de eso? Pues me voy a quedar contigo, o sea, poquito espacio, poquito comida, tranquilo.
So I need a translator.
Could you just respond in Spanish?
Well, how could I respond to Spanish? I don't know what he said.
Well, we should be more welcoming. I was just hoping that maybe you could speak his language.
Well, I wish that I could, but mi español es muy, muy mal. Soliento. I cannot respond, and again, because I wish...
Why are you not talking to him?
If I understood language, the Spanish language...
Y si me tengo que quedar contigo, en la casa tuya, ¿cómo yo me voy a comunicar con ustedes si tú no me puedes comunicar conmigo?
I think it's very difficult because I want to be respectful.
Of course.
But it would be like me speaking Ukrainian. You wouldn't understand. That would be difficult to respond. So love you.
What? He needs a place to stay. And you think that he deserves a place to stay?
Just take him. I'll stay on the streets. Just take him.
I love you guys, and thank you for
just
speaking.
take my son. I'll sleep on the streets, señorita. I'll sleep on the streets, señorita. It's a little tight.
I'll talk to you later.
Where are you gonna go, Hector?
We'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to find a nice bus stop, you know.
See if they'll leave one of those
A lot
tents
of
up for
racist
you.
people don't speak Spanish here.
We're asking people if they're sick and tired of the way ICE is operating in this country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, what are you sick and tired of?
I just think that that's just a gross overreach of the executive power. Among every other thing that this administration has done at this point.
Fair enough.
I think that it's ridiculous that we have goon squads going around kidnapping people, separating families. Honestly, I don't have any stake in that as a white man, but
Well, okay, well, as a white man, would you be willing to home, in your home, these two undocumented migrants I have with me today?
Those are nice people.
They need a place to stay. They do not want to be deported. They're right behind you, actually. If you turn around, you can see them.
They should have had one of them like eyeball this girl.
Hola.
Hola. What's up? How's it going?
¿Tienen familia o no?
Sí, mi hijo.
Papá, ya.
Solamente you guys need to stick together.
Can I stick with you? Can we go with you?
Unfortunately, no. I have my family and I'm going to love and protect my family.
Oh.
But you guys need to stick together. You guys can always figure something out with the love of family. Because us, as Mexicans, that's who we are. We stick together
But
with
they're
family.
Mexican. Sí, es mexicanos.
Soy mexicana, sí.
Sí, stick together.
Yes. But
What?
I'm going to protect my own, and I want you guys...
But aren't they your own Mexicans?
I don't know them, to be honest.
But they need a place to stay. ICE is looking for them right now. And we are against, we're sick and tired of the way ICE is
Their
deporting
husbands
people.
look like
So
porky
could
pigs.
they stick together with a fellow Mexican and come home with you and be protected with family?
Well, I'm not their family. I don't know them. I didn't grow up with them.
Yeah, that's a bit of a generalization, right? I mean, do you want me to come and stay with you because we're both white?
No, but
tú
I
eres mi
also...
familia.
Yes, I love Mexico.
Tú eres mi familia. Mexicanos.
I want to give you a toffee. I follow you. I think you're great.
you.
I was just so excited about that.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks. Look, you guys got something by a supporter. A Republican is the only. Oh no, I guess that liberal did give you money, huh?
Yeah, she did give us $40.
Yeah.
We got cookies.
Yo, let me get one.
We made it without something. We can eat tonight. We can eat tonight. We did it.
Are you guys sick and tired of the way ICE is treating our non-citizens in this country?
Of
Yes.
course.
Okay, all right. What
Because
bothers?
if they're in this country, I think they're all citizens.
Huh?
Okay, even if they're.
Anybody in this
the land
country,
of the
I
free, the
believe,
home
is
of
a
the
citizen.
Okay, so like
They came here because we were there declared the land of the free.
Okay.
So when they get
that's
here,
how it
that's what
works.
they should be.
They deserve a place to stay.
Yeah,
here.
they
Yes.
In other countries, in Canada, they'll give you a
Yeah,
stipend. They
live
find you a
college
place
cap.
to live. They help you get a job. Schools are,
Fucking
it's
good.
like health insurance is free, which it should be.
I actually have a couple with me here today.
¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Todo el mundo bien?
Bien.
We're looking for a place for them to stay. Like you said, they deserve a place to stay here in the country. So we're asking people, what? What are we asking? What are you asking for?
I need a bed tonight, sir. I'm tired of sleeping on the streets.
And what are you asking for?
Yo lo que quiero es una casa, o sea, cómodo, un poquito de comida, un sofá, lo que ustedes pueden hacer, tú sabes, pero tenemos que comunicarlo con los otros, español, todo bien. ¿Me entiendes, verdad?
And could you respond?
Huh?
We don't speak Spanish.
Oh, Barney's got a little crush on him.
So,
I live in a room.
what did
See
your
her
son
eyeballing
say?
him and smiling.
He needs a place to
He
stay.
needs a place to stay and comida, food.
Yeah.
I understood what he said.
Okay.
You-
Could they come home with you guys?
I stay in a room and house, and I'm barely struggling myself. If I had it, if I had a house, a bigger house, I'd let them come stay.
Do you guys take up much room?
No, I sleep in the corner of the bed like a dog.
We can share.
Well, and I have a house full of girls, so definitely ain't no man come and stay with me.
Oh, perfecto, señorita. I love girls.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, but I'm highly protective of my
I'm just-
family for men's sake because I don't want them around them because they're young.
But you said it's okay and you want them to stay in our country.
Yes. I don't mind staying in the country.
But not
If I
my
had
house.
money, I'll help them out.
I'm kind of putting I'm putting your beliefs to the test. If you think they deserve to stay here when they've broken laws, you can take them home with you and let
You're
them
gonna
stay
stay there
here.
a week or two.
Well, if they've broken
Sí,
laws,
tú tienes...
Yeah,
say committed harsh crimes, then no. But if they're innocent,
No.
then yeah.
How do you know if they're illegal? They haven't been vetted.
Well, I don't know if they're illegal. You just told me though.
Yeah, they are illegal.
It
But
is.
how do you I'm saying how do you know if they
Yeah.
haven't committed a harsh crime when they haven't been vetted?
Well, I'm not sure. You know, I can't. I don't know them. Like in general.
If you're looking non-white, you're suspect.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Would you agree that undocumented migrants deserve a place to stay within the United States? They're just looking for a better home.
Well, most of them are.
Yeah.
And most of them have it. It's just we have a crazy man as president, so
And you're not a crazy man.
not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, perfect. I have 2 undocumented migrants here today.
Hola, señor.
Hola, señor. That's a nice bicicleta.
Thank you. And
They need a place to stay.
Right.
Just like we agreed upon. They deserve a place to stay here within the United States. Can they have your bike to find a place to stay?
how's my bike going to give them a place to stay?
¿Por
Oh,
qué
they're
no
gonna-
coche, señor? No tiene un coche.
Yeah. Well,
They
they're going
ride
to
around
ride the
on it.
bike. Father and son, he will just sit on his lap.
Sí.
Yeah.
Like in Mexico.
Yeah. Or, okay, you keep the bike. How about this? They come home with you and they can stay in one of your rooms.
We don't have room for company. They have guest suites in my room. We have a small place.
Oh.
How many square feet, sir?
Let him stay in one of
I
your
don't
rooms.
know that you have to rent the guest suites.
Oh.
No tengo dinero, señor.
You would charge them? You would charge them?
Oh.
Porque no tengo papeles, señor. No tengo
Papeles is what? Papers.
Papers. Documentación.
Yeah. We don't really know anything about them because they're illegal. But if you agree that they deserve a place to stay in this country, we're giving you the opportunity to show up and put up. They can come home with you.
Have you considered taking them in?
No, because I don't agree with that. I think they should be deported.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
She wants to deport us, senor.
Well, why
Pero
don't you have them live with you, contact ICE, and then they'll be deported?
Yeah, I would just contact ICE right now and have them deported. But you think they deserve a place to stay? What? I mean, I would deport you, but if he's willing to take you in,
I'll go. We could wash some dishes, rake the leaves, do chores around the house, make up for it. We don't got money, but we could work for it,
This was a fun exercise. You have a nice day.
yeah. Did you pass the exercise?
I'm debating it.
This is a fun exercise, senor.
Yeah, you could just take his bike, right?
I should just steal it. It'd be my first time.
That was a creepy little fucking. Check his
Yeah,
hard
I've stolen
drive.
a few bikes in my life. Senor, tú tienes una mexicana. ¿Qué es una otra?
He has no idea what you said.
No,
I just Mexican. What is one more? What is one
40
more?
guys, it's like Porky
What
Pig
is
grew
those?
up.
Get those nuts. No
we
problema.
don't have the space. I mean, I would hope that the city of Sarasota would have services to protect its residents, especially those that are
that's Florida.
contributing.
No, that's Florida.
The government is after them because they are illegal. ICE has detainers on them. The only people that could save their lives right now are white liberals like you.
I'm not a liberal.
Okay.
I'm a
Really?
leftist. That's a different thing.
Oh wow. So you should feel even more.
Not a liberal. I'm a leftist. Yeah, it's not the same anymore, but it is. It's in the same family.
more strongly about using your white privilege to protect
Dude,
them.
you can look at it. Maybe liberals aren't racist, but leftists are. Look at his fucking face, bro. The whole time. Yeah, I got a Mexican girlfriend, but she's probably only half because, she's kind of bright. But, especially for living in Florida. Kind of white for living in Florida.
That's not really how that works, but okay. Yeah.
That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told. All right, so no, they're not going home with you?
No, I don't think so.
They should be able to stay in the country somewhere else.
Yeah. Why not?
Just with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine by me. I mean, it's a lot of land here. I would hope that, we can all make a little elbow room. So
Can they come home with you if we sponsor the flight
We love
tickets?
Bad Bunny.
I have
We
to
love
speak-
Bad Bunny.
I love Bad Bunny
Puerto
too.
Rico.
I love Bad
Puerto
Bunny.
Rico.
Absolutely.
Can they come home with you?
No, well,
Yo,
I
if
have to.
she lives in Puerto Rico, they should have spoke Spanish to her. If she really lives in Puerto Rico, that means she should be a little bit fluent, right? She lives in Puerto Rico with her partner.
Speak to my partner. I couldn't just make this decision right now.
They didn't have to speak to anybody coming across the border illegally. And you think they deserve a place?
Clever.
Yeah,
This isn't
right.
clever, girl.
Yeah.
I understand what you're trying to do.
Explain it to
I appreciate
me.
the conversation.
Explain it to me.
Why?
Yeah, explain. What am I trying to do?
Let me get that drink.
This isn't.
Actually, no, let me
okay.
not get that.
I
What
hope
is
you have
it?
a great
They're literally
day.
crying right now.
Have a good day.
Yeah, don't touch me.
So if we're already in this country, what's the point of taking us out? If you get
That's what I just, hold on, but that's what I just said.
so if you get home today and we're already there sleeping on your bed, what's the point of kicking us out if we're already there?
If you were in my home and already sleeping there, when I got there, I can't kick you out. You know why?
Oh yeah, we got this
Perfecto.
figured
Hey.
out then, finally.
But coming to my home,
What is your
there's-
address, sir?
there's security,
What is your address?
and my landlord watched the cameras.
So you have
And hold on.
security, but no
See, there you
security
go with
for
that-
the
that
United
condescending thing
States.
again. I'm not going to do that with you.
I mean,
I'm thirsty. I'm
you
thirsty.
wouldn't. Surely
Thirsty.
you would not walk away from migrants in
Thirsty.
need.
¿Qué pasó?
Thirsty. Thirsty.
I'm sure someone would share their water with you.
I'm thirsty.
Your agua.
Necesito agua, por favor.
No, this is
Poquito comida.
This is pops. Okay.
Wow, I'm so sorry, guys.
What are we gonna do, Pop? What are we gonna
I'll let you
do?
get back home.
Running out of daylight.
Senorita, your shirt says love,
Yeah,
inclusion,
So
kindness.
Of course.
Show us kindness. Let us come
Mom,
into
I
your
hope
home.
you're wearing a-
Kindness is also taking responsibility for your behavior, if
Yeah.
there is.
That's
let
not
me
what
ask.
kindness
Listen,
is.
if I get a speeding ticket and I don't think I'm guilty, right? I have to go to court.
That's not
Well, let me
kindness.
ask you this: isn't kindness and empathy and taking
But also, I
hold
don't-
on, responsibility for your actions and your behaviors?
Of
If
course.
someone comes into the country illegally,
Right.
shouldn't the responsibility be they get deported because they broke our laws?
there are some people that need to get deported. I understand there's also a process. I don't think that we should throw people in cages. I don't believe that we should send people to countries that aren't their own.
Well, they're going to go in a cage if you don't take them home.
I would rather sleep in a cage than on the street, ma'am.
Yeah, well, there are homeless shelters.
Or a couch, if you have a nice couch, you know.
So
he could take your bed, I'll take his living room.
I understand. I am not equipped. I am sorry to take in anybody else but family members. I have enough family that I take care of. So, but not my family. And that's okay.
We are all the same race, ma'am.
Well, that has nothing to do
We are
with
all
it. It's
family.
not my responsibility.
Tú eres mi familia.
But it's not my responsibility. You have family, you have places you can go for support. That's, there are places, there are shelters.
You are one of those places, ma'am.
So thank you. But you guys caught me. I'm going to the market.
What did we catch you?
Yeah.
On your hypocrisy here? So you're okay with people coming into the country, but not your house? It's not very nice. Letting illegal aliens and criminals into the country, voting for that is not very nice.
I'm asking for your name.
Seems racist.
They're playing against your news organization for doing what you're doing.
Oh, yes, it's a Liberty Hangout. It's Caitlin Bennett. You're going to complain with who?
Liberty Hangout.
Who are you going to file a complaint with?
Your corporation.
Okay.
She is the corporation.
She's el jefe.
You can go to patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett to file that complaint. You will need a credit card on file, and it'll take about $5 a month for that, and you can complain that way.
That's no problem.
Do you think they deserve a place to stay in this country if they're seeking to stay here and want a better life?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Path to
perfect.
citizenship.
But for the grace of God, we'd have been born somewhere else. So.
Well, here's the thing. I have
What?
2 undocumented immigrants with me today. Okay. This is Francisco and Hector.
How are you?
Since you guys
Good.
believe they deserve to stay here, we're wondering if they could come home with you.
No, that's okay.
To Indiana?
Yes, I will sponsor the flights and they can stay in your home. You guys look very well off, very wealthy.
Comfortable and we're fortunate. So.
Yeah, could you allow them?
But we can't today. In fact, we're late for where we're supposed to be. but
They could come with you.
Perfecto.
Yeah, go with them,
they can
guys.
carry your bag.
Go with them.
we don't have time.
We're guests too. We want to be guests in your home.
We're friends.
Do you know it's
There are
against
things
the
that can
law?
be done.
It's against the law.
No, don't come.
No. Do
Very
you know
good,
it's
very
against the
good.
law?
Cousin, let's go.
What law is that?
You walked up on me, approaching
He
me.
loves laws until it comes to
Yes.
laws that you guys have to follow. That's weird.
When they wasn't able to communicate much.
And they act like that they had any proof for your fentanyl trafficking allegations. There's
all
none.
allegations. It's all conspiracies and theories,
Get you something to eat. I apologize, and you have a blessed life.
Oh, how much he give you? No, he took it back.
We're here today with an undocumented migrant who had no liberals offer a place for him to stay. Please, sir, where can people go to support you?
GiveSendGo.com/Adam Francisco. Gracias.
For only $5, you could go to GiveSendGo/Adam Francisco to help.
What the fuck is that noise? All right. Well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and children 18 and above, I'm done. That's it for today. Yeah. Kind of hungry now. I kind of hope And donuts will be here in about an hour and a half. Kids are great. Kids are great, especially when they can all drive. Almost all are adults. Just waiting for one more to be turning 18. And then I can officially say, oh, my kids can leave the house now. But they won't. They won't. Family. But they'll get kicked out eventually. 23, 24, 25. Just kidding. Once they graduate college, done. Find your own fucking place because you have a degree. Get a job. Get a job. Well, that being said, not telling y'all how to think, because if I was telling you how to think, I don't know. Really don't know. Just telling you to think. That's it. Going home. Can't stay here. Wait, hey.